Hi, this is Keena Kim with PivotalDiscovery.com. We're here today at ILTA 2009 with Gayle O'Connor, who's the Director of North American Sales at TutorPro. And Gayle's going to share with us the importance and the challenges of training and for trainers. Gayle?
Good morning, Keena. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. When it comes to training, I actually was in the litigation space for about 20 years. I've recently joined the training space and have learned so much about how people are having to change their direction on how they train their staff. One thing that they've noticed is that as people's roles are increasing and they're not bringing more people on board, people are just too busy to come to a established classroom to sit and spend 4 hours to train. So they're trying to bring that information to them via their desktop. We call that e-learning. There are a number of programs out there that people can purchase to create this e-learning that sits on the people's desktops. However, the problem goes even further when the people are in need of the training. How do they find it? They spend lots of wasted hours going through document management systems, looking on different directories, different drives, asking people. So of course, some firms have implemented learning management systems, which keeps it all in one general location, and then they search through via means of subject heading, etc. However, there's some products out there that have taken it even a step further to true just-in-time training. Say you're working in a Word document and you need to create a table of contents and you've never done it before. Mm-hmm. Okay, normally you'd have to go into your document management system, type it to find the information. There's some new products out there, and we have one of them that sits on the desktop and allows you to click right there through with one-click access to that particular training material. It's merely by hovering over the different features within the application, so you don't have to actually go and look for it. The other thing we're finding is that different levels of attorneys, paralegals, secretaries all have different learning needs, and they're very different. Attorneys could care less about a table of contents, whereas a secretary needs that on a daily basis. Mm-hmm. Attorneys care, how does their BlackBerry work? How does their how do they find an expense sheet, and how do they fill out their expense sheets? Those are the pain points of the attorneys. Secretaries, however, need to know the nitty-gritties of the various software programs and applications they're using. Mm-hmm. So there's a method whereby you can actually put a little desktop application in front of the various staff that you have that is specific to that staff, whether it be a partner, an associate, a paralegal, someone in accounting, someone in human resources, and right on the desktop, link to what they need to know, what you think they need to know. If you're working the help desk as a trainer, and we know trainers' help desks are constantly the phone's ringing, how many times does the phone ring for the same thing? Mm-hmm. They can quickly modify that little application that sits on the desktop so that if you were to call me and I'm sitting at the help desk and you say, Gayle, I need this, rather than telling you, click here, click there, here's where you find it, I find out what it is you need, I update your desktop application, I shoot it back to you, and I say, it's good to go. You open your desktop and it's there.
So it's customized.
It's customizable as minute as you want it to go. Exactly. It can start with a group of people. It can be individualized to an individual. And just one person has to make sure that their little desktop app is in line with what they need on a minute-to-minute basis. People are tired of not having what they need in front of them. They need to have what they need now. Mm-hmm. And that's what I think the general push in training these days is going. Not calling and bringing everyone to a big conference room. It's what can I bring to you to make your job easier at the time you need it. Just-in-time training. That's what it's all about.
Great. Thank you so much for joining us today, Gayle.
Thank you. Have a good time at ILTA.
Okay.